know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. It's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who, who? It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? Y'all see my new what they call this thing? That thing right there, good though. Man, that thing keep ice on the keep that thing on the rocks forever. You know what I'm talking about? It can't sell dough forever. It was good with the people, man. How's y'all doing on this soggy Sunday? They ain't gonna never change. We gonna call this one right here sheer shame. You know what I'm saying? You say whatever, we gonna call this one right here sheer shame. You know what I'm talking about? They say, nah, bro. But what's good, people like hee ha ha, man. Ken and the pen, man. All my loved ones, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken and the pen, man? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in storage now, man. You go get you some more 76 MacArthur Giants Liquors. What I'm talking about, 82nd Hillside Barbershop. They say somebody putting them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. Now, you know, because I tell you every morning, man, but just in case you forget, you know what I'm talking about, you don't like me, you don't like my content and all that, that's all right. You know what I'm talking about? You can still come get them from me, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you can still come get them from me. Sprinkler system on you, man. What you say, bro? Sprinkler system on you. You know what I'm talking about? Also in stores. Funkadai trying. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you go get you one. But if all else fails, man, make sure you go to Amazon, cop you a hardback. You know what I'm talking about? Stick up, man. Uh-oh, what's that? Swing that finger, young man. Worldwide INC. You said what? Worldwide Incorporated. What you say, bro? Worldwide. They gonna say, what does that mean, bro? You know what I'm talking about? It means everybody. They gonna say, what? Yeah, everybody included. Mama said I'm blading all them cars. You know what I'm talking about? Sorry, mom. Sorry, mom. Top of the world, mama. You know what I'm talking about? Top of the world. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, everybody, man. And Dugu, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rube, Cutthroat, Tata the player. That's who comes next. Same thing, bro. Everybody on bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up. Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Now let's get through these disclaimers. Now, a good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug. Oh, hold on, man. Hold on. We get in there. My mama said, breast and whiskers when you on TV, man. You know what I'm talking about. Coffee Chronicles. Say, you know what I'm talking about, man. Now, where was we at? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug usage. Don't promote no drug sellage. Don't promote no alcohol consumption. Don't take a sip of the sippers. Don't do it. Now, good brother like myself, man, I don't promote no crime. Good brother like myself, I don't promote no violence. Good brother like myself, I don't promote no domestic violence. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your hands off the people. You know what I'm talking about? Don't promote no negativity. No, man. Me, man, I don't promote shit. And they was talking to me, man. I don't promote shit. No, man, me. Yeah, all I promote is y'all go ahead, do what you go do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing, do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we got, man. But a good brother like myself, man, I'm not prejudiced. Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the sexually different, man. Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the little people. Nah, man, me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me, man, I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't that peace? You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. What you say, bro? That love. Ratchet YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here, man. Fuck with your partner. Hey, check it out. Psst, 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 psst. Man, come fuck with a nigga one time, man. You know what I'm talking about? You usually can catch bread in the house party. God damn. Man, what's good with the people, man? I ain't bullshit with you, man. What's good with the people, man? Shout out to all the bitches who ain't never caught the bus but don't mind catching that train. Choo choo. I see you, bitch. Yeah, I'm talking about. I see you. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm talking about. Oh, they say, what's this one right here, man? The Soggy Sunday day ain't gonna never change. We gonna call this one Sheer Shame. But before we even get into it, man, I'm gonna talk a little bit about them fights and shit last night. Y'all seen that? Man, that shit made me mad as a motherfucker. I told y'all Tevin, Tevin Farmer was a lie underdog. I seen that shit coming, but that shit made me hella mad, bro. And I get down there, that nigga whopping underdog, bro. That nigga like plus 500. That nigga was plus 500. That nigga was whopping underdog, man. But that shit right there starting to turn me off on boxing, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. That's why I don't even like top rank fights, bro. You already know what's finna happen. When I seen that shit happen to, what's how you pronounce my nigga name? Shaggy Foster. That shit was like, I don't know, man. That shit might fuck that nigga up, bro. That nigga, you know how nephew just took hella punishment? Man, that shit punish you mentally, folks. That shit punishes you mentally, folks. I ain't bullshitting with you. This nigga sitting here, especially that Oshaki Foster decision. This nigga won every round. Hella easy, bruh. Hella easy. The other thing, I ain't even really see the nigga. Man, I ain't seen that nigga hit Foster 3 good times, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you, Flush. I didn't. And I actually thought other dude was gonna catch Foster. I did, cause I seen other dude fight before he man, that nigga made that nigga look like he couldn't even fight. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga put on a masterclass boxing. Man, that nigga won every round, bro, and they still gypped that nigga. But last night, man, when they took that point from Tevin Farmer, I knew the fix was in right there. I was like, oh yeah, they got it. Yeah, I knew the fix was in right there. They had to put something in your mind. That's how they do. You know how the announcers do. They start talking up. Now the whole time, what's the nigga name? Arturo. Now he supposed to be a good prospect. Man, that nigga Tevin Farmer made that nigga look average, didn't he? He made that nigga look average. I ain't bullshitting with you. The other youngster, he good. He good. Tevin Farmer had too much experience for him. Yeah, he had too much experience for him. That nigga actually won that fight, if you ask me. But I knew that motherfucking point that got taken away. And I know when he finally caught up to him and he hit him kind of hard, like in the 10th round or something, he finally caught up. I knew that was enough that they was going to give it to that nigga right there, man. You know what I'm talking about? They didn't get that nigga no split decision. They didn't get that nigga no draw. And I bet you, nigga, like if you were like man, that should take a lot that should take a lot out of you mentally, folks. You know what I'm talking about? You can sit up there and put on to what you think is a good performance, probably one in your mind one of your best performances or something. You know what I'm talking about? And they and you get that kind of shake. That's fucked up. I ain't fucking with that motherfucker. I came out here. I didn't like the bottom of that motherfucking cage. Nigga, this morning I came out here this morning. That motherfucking neck was sticking through that motherfucker. I thought that motherfucker was dead. That motherfucker crazy, man. Should just be hollering. And the other thing was the Boost fight. Boost look good. Boost look good. I wanted to say who the fuck do I don't know, cause Boost look good. I ain't really got nothing to criticize him about, but sometimes I don't like how Boost get hit. But when I seen him get hit by the other Mexican dude, Villa, I figured he had a chin because Villa could crack. You know what I'm talking about? I figured Boots had a chin then, Villa could crack. Because I done seen Boots get cracked and not even, like, flinch. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that shit don't even bother him. You know what I'm talking about? And I seen last, like, I don't know. This is just what I seen. I don't know. It was almost like Boots wanted that nigga to, I don't know, almost like he took a punch on purpose so he could counter the nigga or something. You know what I'm talking about? It was weird. I don't know. It looked like to me like Boots wanted to, I don't know. But that first knockdown, I was looking at that shit because he had just cracked Boots. I don't know the TV I was looking from though, bro. I don't know. The angle they caught that shit at, that shit was hella crazy. That nigga just came off the rope and, you know what I'm talking about? That nigga went down. That shit was hella funny. I don't think that nigga, they say he broke his nose, but like, I don't think he wanted to continue. And I don't even think the head shots was what was getting him. I think the body shots was tearing his ass up. That nigga was hitting that nigga hella hard in the body. I think that was like, that should deter you. I remember when we used to box in the gloves when I was little, nigga, like my trainer was a Mexican nigga. And he used to always tell me, they said, man, everybody out here trying to go. He was like, man, I'm telling you, man. He was like, they don't look that good. He was like, man, get these motherfuckers to the stomach. He said, because it tires them out. He said, now, them shots don't look good enough. He said, man, hit them motherfuckers as hard as you can in the stomach. I told y'all, I remember I was fighting when I was little. Nigga hit me in my stomach and knocked the wind out of me. He didn't even know. When I tell you that shit is uncomfortable. And if he would have knew, he could have moved in for the kill. You know what I'm talking about? Bro had to use poker face on that one. You know what I'm talking about? Reggie's back up. You know how you be on your tippies? Got the bouncing up and down like one of the Tekken fighters. Nigga, I'm trying to get a breather. Nigga, that nigga knocked. My nigga Claude, that nigga knocked all the wind out of me with a body shot. But yeah, sheer shame. Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. How you doing, man? It's hella early. I want to say it's like I don't know, 4, 5. That's hella early. I couldn't sleep. Damn dog kept yelling and waking me up and shit. It ain't got light hella quick though. But it's hella early in the morning, y'all. You say sheer shame. Yeah, man, just sheer shame. You know what I'm talking about? Soggy Sunday ain't gonna never change. You say, why is it sheer shame, baby cuz? Because the shit we ashamed of now is because we living in a world today, bruh, to where like the shit you do, it doesn't shame you. Like you not ashamed to do this shit. You remember how like you used to be ashamed to steal, you used to be ashamed to snitch, you might have been ashamed to cheat, you might have been ashamed. You used to just be ashamed of certain shit. Now, like you not even ashamed to do shit. You more ashamed if like people talk. You get what I'm saying? Depending on what they know. You more ashamed about that because you don't want to be embarrassed in front of, I guess, everybody else. You know what I'm talking about? You don't want everybody to know what's, you know how everybody got skeletons. You don't want nobody to know your skeletons looking ass. You know what I'm talking about? But you more ashamed that motherfuckers start talking about that shit than you is to do that shit. Sheer shame. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, we just don't have no shame no more. We'll sit here and do anything, bro. We ain't got no shame no more. And that's just sheer shame. It is, bro. Because like I said, I ain't even talking about everybody. Just whoever the behaviors fit, whoever be doing that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Because like I said, man, it's either good people or bad people. But man, this shit is a shame. It is. All this shit is a shame. How we get down is a shame. How we just crazy, bro. We have found some kind of way to turn the world into one big ass tabloid. Yeah. I told you, remember back in the day, you used to go in the grocery store and shit with your mama, the National Enquirer be over there. That motherfucker always had something on there like Bigfoot's been spotted and shit. That's what we do now, folks. We done turned the world into one big ass tabloid. Sheer shame. You know what I'm talking about? So now real life ain't even interesting no more. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta have some kind of thrilling saga. You gotta be into it with somebody. You gotta have some kind of beef, and shit just don't make no sense, bro. And y'all see what they do. They push all these bullshit ass narratives. I keep telling y'all don't be listening to my rap. That's why I told you niggas, y'all out here tracing niggas, then complain about the painting. Y'all out here copying niggas, tracing them, then you complain about the picture they drew. We do, bruh. Y'all sit here with all that shit. The modern bitch, Netflix and chill, the back door, all that shit. Y'all steadily promote all this shit. Then when people do the shit that y'all promoting, y'all talk about them for doing it. But y'all don't do nothing but promote this shit. You notice y'all don't never promote nothing good? Have you ever tripped off that? You notice how nothing never good really that's really good for the people, it never catch on. It don't never catch on. It don't. Y'all don't sit there and promote real shit. Y'all sit there and promote that fake shit. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody take that Jerry Springer approach. I ain't bullshitting with you. Sheer shame. But this is a bunch of shit, man. You know what I'm talking about? Don't know how long this video gonna be. Brett couldn't sleep. You know what I'm talking about? But it's gonna go all over the place. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide and around this motherfucker, man. On some real shit, just sheer shame, folks. It's crazy as a motherfucker. This how brainwashed and just mind-boggling they got you niggas. Do you realize, on some real shit, come here, boy. Do you realize you would sit there and give somebody an update on some shit you know nothing about? Do you realize that, bro? You'll come up here and give the people an update on some shit you know nothing about. Nigga, something straight out of comic book, folks. Nigga, something straight out of comic book, bro. They got you living in a fantasy world, bro. They got you really Monday morning quarterback in every situation. They got you looking at what these people done did, the results these people got. And then after you see the results they got now, you could come up here and tell them what you would have did to get different results without ever being in that situation. Y'all hold on. Y'all niggas something straight out of comic book. She ain't gonna give me a break. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't letting her ass out either though. But yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew says old man, old lady. Nephew says old man, old lady. Hey, what you say, bro? Old lady. On some real shit, folks. We are experts in talking about shit that we know nothing about. We experts at maximizing mess. We experts at changing narratives. We experts at creating our own stuff. We experts at being delusional. We just experts, bruh. We sitting here playing little kid ass games. I ain't bullshitting with you. You know what I'm talking about? Cause I'll be up in the morning like I was just trying to find hella boxing news. Like I see the title or whatever. Like I don't really be tripping on thumbnails or nothing. Like a lot of shit that I even listen to, I don't even pick on that shit. You know what I'm talking about? That shit just go straight into it after I've been watching something else. You know what I'm talking about? But on some real shit. Nigga, on some real shit. Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change, man. Sheer shame. And we do shit in today's day that you used to be ashamed to do, bruh. You used to, like, especially, like, just people, niggas and bitches. Ain't nobody wronger than the next motherfucker. A bitch, you would be ashamed, nigga, to walk around half naked and shaking your ass. Hey, you would be ashamed, bruh. Them old women to shame your ass. You know what I'm talking about? They'll make you feel this low. They would. They'll make you feel like you was fast. You know what I'm talking about? That shit wasn't celebrated. They'll look down upon that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they'll call you fast. You know what I'm talking about? They'll look at your side eye, call you fast. You know what I'm talking about? Just like you niggas. Are you niggas running around here snitching? If you niggas is either talking about the bitch, or the bitch ain't no good, or you niggas playing y'all good for that on TikTok too. You got a nigga over here saving the bitch, blaming the nigga for every. I can't stand them type of niggas, bruh. They get around a group of bitches, then try to take the bitch side, cater to the bitch and shit. Start talking. Now, look, I believe you should do anything you want. I don't think you should listen to now one of these niggas, bruh. I think you should fuck with whoever benefits your program. You know what I'm talking about? It don't matter if the bitch got a million babies or none, bruh. That shit really don't matter, folks. Y'all act like a bitch with kids is somehow lesser than a bitch with no kids. Have you ever had a bitch with no kids? Some of them hoes be crazier than bitches with 30 kids, bruh. is just a bitch, period, bro. Like, they put a fucked up standard in your face. Like, okay, this bitch got 4 kids. She ain't no good. She already, bro, that don't be the thing all the time. These niggas just be talking, bro. This shit is just life. I heard a nigga say the other day, this is why, like, y'all crazy as a motherfucker. Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. I heard a nigga say, like, a bitch, I don't know if he was talking about people, but I just heard him say bitch. He was like, basically, bitches don't get better after they had kids. He was like, man, if she was irresponsible before she had a kid, bro, that's not true. I don't even know what bitch you met, bro. You know how many bitches I knew that was straight runners until that bitch had a kid? I done seen them kids make you grow up, nigga. So that's not true, folks. You know what I'm talking about? That might have been true for the bitch you was talking about, but that's just not no true ass statement, bro. I done seen hella people, bro. I done seen bitch have 1 kid. I done seen the bitch have a few kids, but I done seen kids, niggas too. I done seen a kid change a motherfucker mind state to where they see they was playing before. Now they finna bring this life into the world, man. Let me get a grip of myself. You know what I'm talking about? So I can do better for my. I done seen that hella times, bro. I done seen bitches that was all out runners, bro. You know what I'm talking about? They don't fuck with it like that no more, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to them bitches. On some real shit. I done seen bitches that was straight runners, nigga. Sometimes, bruh, shit just happen to you in your life, nigga, that will make you grow up. And what's fucked up about that is always some serious shit. It's like we don't never just catch that shit on the fly. Some of us do, but it's like we don't never just grow up to mature into that mature person. You know what I'm talking about? It's like some always, nigga, you almost gotta have one of them near death experience, nigga, to understand. You gotta get one of them car wrecks or go to jail or just something real serious happen. You know what I'm talking about? To wake your ass up that like, cause everybody gotta go through that shit, bro. Something gonna happen to you in life one time and you just gonna realize this life, nigga, this shit is for real. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. And a lot of times that's fucked up, but a lot of times, nigga, you gotta go through some fucked up shit to understand it. You know what I'm talking about? Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. Sheer shame. But we should be ashamed. We should, bro. Shit, cause I don't really I mean, I might tap into some of the bullshit, you know what I'm talking about, this out there. I might tap into some of the bullshit around the world. But we crazy as a motherfucker, man. We crazy as a motherfucker, folks. They done got you to act like the bitch. And they got you acting like the bitch that's in the motorcycle club that wanna fuck on all the big wigs. You know what I'm talking about? This bitch only this bitch only goal is to fuck on all the I don't even know how the motorcycle gangs go. But this bitch only duty is to fuck on all the big wigs at the motorcycle club. That's how they done got y'all in the spirit of that. They got y'all choosing up on everybody's business. They got y'all, you ain't even yourself, bruh. Every time you see you, nigga, you got another nigga name in your mouth. You talking about something that don't even concern you and where that's gonna fuck you up at. See, that's why you gonna think somebody always high siding on you. Cause you gonna find a group of people, you gonna run up on them with that shit, and the group of people you run up on with that shit, ain't none of the people concerned about none of that shit. Them people concerned about everything they doing. So while you sitting there talking about everybody else's business, and them people get to talking about what they doing, then you gonna feel inadequate. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna get to saying they high side. That's what you gonna do. Because you over here talking about somebody else's business, and these people over here talking about their business. At that moment right there, I promise you that shit just happened. I ain't bullshitting with you. That shit just happened. And at that moment right there, a nigga think you high side on him. Cause your concern ain't the latest gossip. Your concern is the shit you got going on. I just seen that shit happen. And the nigga felt like a bitch. And he what the nigga say, you know how the bitch do. And nigga got up out of there. Oh man, let me go and get a it's big business going on over here. Let me, niggas get the man, ain't no big business. It's just the business that pays you. You talking about some shit that don't, you know what I'm talking about? Don't do nobody good. No good. You talking about some shit that don't concern people who really got shit going on, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Because when you really trying to do, you might not even have no big business, nigga. You just might be engulfed in your life, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Trying to do hella shit. Nigga, you don't have to have a dime. You could just be in your life, nigga. You might have hella bills, nigga. But your motherfucking mind is like, damn, nigga, how I'm gonna pay these bills? You not worried about no motherfucking gossip. It ain't like you over there. You ain't gotta just have no big money for shit, for your own life to be going on. You get what I'm saying? And a motherfucker at that point, I'm telling you, that shit just happened, bruh. Motherfuckers, like, they listen to them, but motherfuckers is really paying attention to something else. And I know this motherfuckers can't, they can't deal with people when it's like that. It's awkward. You know what I'm talking about? It's awkward. That's some real shit. It's awkward. But on the sheer shame, bro, it ain't the fact that we just all over the place. It's weird, bro. I can't really explain it. It's weird. Y'all just care more about invisible shit than you do about real shit. Because real shit is, in real life, it's kind of hard to do. See, it's easy to come up here and fake. It's easy to come up here and put on a facade. It's easy to come on here for 30 minutes, a few hours or something, you know what I mean? In front. You know what I'm talking about? That's how y'all be getting the visions of the shit y'all get now. You know what I can't stand, bro? They don't say what you can't stand. Sheer shame. Let me tell you, because I think I was talking about this one time, but I never finished it. On one of my videos, I just jumped into something else and forgot what I was talking about. But I used to be in a penitentiary out here, bro. Right? Now, they just say the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Talking about they from the Bay. But guess how many motherfuckers I ran across talking about they was from the Bay? That was from Reno. Guess how many motherfuckers I ran across that said they was from LA somewhere. And was from Vegas. I say, bro, why you say that? I say all that to say because the world is good for saying this St. Louis nigga, this California nigga, this, bro, that's just where that nigga said he was from, bro. Man, that a motherfucker just pop up, nigga, and say I'm from Nebraska. Come on, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Just because you from St. Louis or Atlanta or wherever you from, bro, but like, what does that mean? And a lot of people just be lying. That's why I said all that. Because I'm from East Oakland. We don't even really be saying California, nigga, but I'm from California, right? So a motherfucker, especially out here. Man, do you know how many fake California motherfuckers that ain't even really from California running around here just talking about I'm from California? So long story short, a motherfucker been to deal something to one of these sucker ass niggas. And like in they mind, they think this is a real representation of Oakland or a real representation of California or a real representation of St. Louis or a real representation of Texas and them people don't be nothing. Them people really don't be nothing, bro. You get what I'm saying? Them people wouldn't nobody where they was from. You know what I'm talking about? But a lot of people just be lying. And you be coming across motherfuckers like that and you just listen to where a nigga say from. You know what I'm talking about? You better watch the nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You could be from anywhere. That shit really don't matter, bro. It's the person you is. But I said all that just to say a lot of these niggas be lying. You know what I'm talking about? These niggas be trying to portray like the thing that be now is from Chicago. So a nigga will want to tell you that hopefully that you'll automatically just associate him with the shit that goes on in Chicago. Because you will psych yourself out with that shit. You ain't never seen that shit. Motherfucker, nigga, he keep talking about he from the murder city or something. Nigga been told you he from the military. Yo, dog. Nigga been told you he knew karate. All man, y'all better stop listening to people, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga get down to show you. I ain't bullshitting. Sheer shame. But I said all that just to say, no, cause they was talking about out here, man. They talking about a motherfucker. We just having a conversation. And the motherfucker was talking about another motherfucker for whatever reason. You know what I'm talking about? That's why it's good to be good people too, because when your name come up in fake shit, because some fake shit had happened a few times, and just so happened the same motherfucker name and both fake ass incidents. You know what I'm talking about? That's why it's good. But like the motherfucker they talking about ain't even these niggas been told you anything basically, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? That's the moral of that story. A lot of these motherfuckers don't be who they say they is, and a lot of these motherfuckers don't be from where they say they from. You know what I'm talking about? That's some real shit. Like, you could hate me, but you'll never deny, you know what I'm talking about, that I'm from that one way, 7-400 one way. MacArthur Bandit. You know what I'm talking about? East Oakland. We will all agree on that, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all was out there with me. But this shit is man, this shit is a shame. That's what it is, sheer shame. Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. Cause we just living in all kind of days, bruh. And we living in all kind of days to where especially the nigga, where the nigga start gauging life like a bitch. So the nigga start feeling the more attention he gets, the more power he has. You get what I'm saying? I told you right now, nigga, they could tell you, you could be rich, nigga, but you can't tell nobody, or you could be dead broke and be popular. You'll be surprised how many people will pick the latter. You would. When I mean popular, I mean popular. You get to go hang out with all the stars instead of taking your money. You know what I'm talking about? That's just like the dumbass question they said. You motherfuckers, because you know every time something happens, motherfuckers just, everybody just turns into the right decision. You know how shit happen, everybody just turns into the right decision, what they would have did. Y'all remember when that conversation was around this motherfucker, would you take the money or the dinner? You don't get the fuck out of here. You don't give me my pecans right now. You know what I'm talking about? The fuck? I don't got questions for niggas. Give me my money, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, give me my money. Yeah, I ain't looking for guidance. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even want none of that game, bro. Give me my money. I got some game of my own. Watch this. You know what I'm talking about? Watch this. I got some game of my own, man. Yeah, give me my money. Y'all be crazy with that shit. But the craziest part about that shit, either way, whether you took the money or whether you went on the niggas want to go on a dinner date. You know what I'm talking about? Whether you took the money or went on the dinner date, whichever one that you pick, bruh, niggas gonna they gonna criticize you for your decision. I'm literally sitting here watching some shit that a nigga reacting to, and y'all crazy as a motherfucker with that shit, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you, but hey, I ain't got nothing against you. I get it, bruh. Get your money, but y'all crazy as a motherfucker. We just talking about integrity and shit, right? This nigga sitting here. Now listen, bro, come here. Let me explain something to you. Do you realize the easiest thing to do is watch somebody else do something, watch the conclusion, the full-blown conclusion they came to, then sit right here after you seen the conclusion they came to and tell yourself how you would have came up with a different conclusion. Of course, because you seen everything played out. Now, if you would have never seen everything played out and you put that self in and you didn't know the outcome and you put yourself in that situation, see what you'll do. And we just got that so bad, bruh. Just like I just told you earlier, bruh. Do you realize we will come give motherfuckers an update on some shit we don't know nothing about? You niggas is something straight out of a comic book, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you. Do you know how weird you have to be? First of all, to come up here talking on murder cases or just come up here giving your opinion about real people's lives, right? First of all, you just know how weird you have to be. Then you running some speculation from the jump. You just up here talking about what you heard like everybody else. You know what I'm talking about? That's what you doing. You ain't got no facts, but you gonna keep screaming facts. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't got no facts. You wasn't there. You ain't see it with your own eyes. So you just running around this motherfucker bending corners on hella tweets and what they said on Instagram and all these popular social media sites, right? You just bending corner picking up information. Got hella interceptions. You know what I'm talking about? Just picking through these other people's business. Come up with your own conclusion about some shit you didn't see, so you don't know nothing about. You came up off your own conclusion talking about what they said. You never even know who they is, do you? Y'all funny as a motherfucker, man. You go dig through these people's life, some shit you don't know. You just hearing off all the blog sites, you know what I'm talking about? So you done sit here and made a scrapbook with these people information from here and here, and you done put all that shit together, then you done came up here and put your own narrative on the story. Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. Sheer shame. You don't even know. Then you gonna come back and give the people an update on some shit you don't know. And the whole time, all you telling the people if they listening is what you think, how you see it, and how you feel about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. And for a man, bruh, that's gonna turn you into a bitch. It is. That shit right there, bruh, that's the first, like, that should have been the hardest Saguni trait they got y'all in the easy, the hardest shit for them that they should have ever been able to pull on y'all is that one. And that's the first one they got y'all into. They blindly got y'all into the Saguni, bruh. They did. They got y'all with that smacking lips, rolling eyes, gossiping. That chit chat. All these debates. All this hollering. Y'all will come up here, bruh, and make a channel. I mean, not a channel, but y'all will come up here and make a video, bruh, about some clothes another nigga wore to a party. And what you wouldn't have worn with you, even though you wasn't at the party. Nigga, something straight out of comic book, bruh. Sheer shame. Y'all have none. Y'all have no shame now. The only time y'all have shame is when everybody talk about it. You ain't got no shame in doing this bitch ass shit. You'll defend it. You'll come up here right now as a player or call yourself a player, bruh. Talking about another nigga and his bitch. Talking about just another nigga in his life, nigga. And you'll call yourself a player. And you won't feel no kind of way about that. You won't even, you'll defend why you in another nigga business nowadays. You'll say it's content. I tell you, bro, they'll play, that's why I so effortlessly and continuously tells you, man. You have content creators and you have content searchers. I'm a content creator. I don't need to get up and search my phone for nothing, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I can come give it to you raw, from the hip. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got to bring you nobody else's business. Why would I do that when I'm trying to tell you about the baby cuz? You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicle. How rude of me. Everybody woke up, can we say amen? Amen. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's a big part. You know what I'm talking about? A big part of just being solid, bruh, is being grateful. That's all. See, we don't respect nothing no more. Sheer shame. We don't respect relationships. Now, when I say relationships, I'm talking about with people, bro. Fuck a nigga or a bitch and all that. All y'all sit around here and do now is talk about a nigga or talk about a bitch anyway. Y'all crazy as a motherfucker. Sheer shame. It would be hella funny to me because they done started this really marriage conversation. It's hella funny to me how people just proclaim what they is. How people will just, you could just come up here and proclaim what you'll do. You'll sit up here right now and say you wouldn't change if you had $5 million because you know yourself. You ain't never had 2,500. Last time you had $35, you was acting up. Five pop. Y'all kill me, man. And it's like the niggas be trying to blame it on the bitch. That delusional shit and the y'all turning yourself into the bitch, bruh. With all the talking, all the debating, all the trolling, all the games. All the games, bruh. Just all the games. And they got y'all playing a big ass game with the world now. Just the people. Sheer shame, bruh. On the real. Y'all so motherfucking goofy. Like, y'all just got ready-made shit in your head. You do. Do you realize how many bitches out here that think a good wife consists of not cheating, cooking, cleaning? Do you realize there's niggas out here that think a good husband is going to work, not cheating, and coming home? Y'all something straight out of comic book. First of all, do you realize that shit it goes by whatever means something to you, bro. Everybody is different, first of all. So what's good, what's a good husband or what's a good wife is based on that motherfucker that you find. You know what I'm talking about? You know what to be a good wife to a pimp? You know what I'm talking about? A hoe. You know what I'm talking about? So everybody looking for something different in they bitch. But like, and I think that's what got y'all fucked up because y'all just listen to all this traditional and new age mumbo jumbo. And y'all got ready-made shit instead of just bumping into somebody and seeing what that motherfucker like. That's why y'all still running around this motherfucker doing shit. Like, you think you done did something for a motherfucker and you might have thought it was cool. That motherfucker didn't even want that shit. You know what I'm talking about? You might have bought a motherfucker a PlayStation. Nigga don't even play video games. But in your head, that was a big ass, you know what I'm talking about? You sitting around here bragging about that shit. Like you done bought your nigga a video game, the newest one. This nigga don't even play video games. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga didn't want nothing but some Burberry cologne or some shit. You know what I'm talking about? And we do shit like this. And then this is how we judge ourselves. Because we'll sit around here, we good for doing a bunch of shit people don't even be wanting. And then we'll say we good people. You know what I'm talking about? You been and gave a motherfucker a wallet, nigga just wanted a cheeseburger. But you said you a good person because what you done gave somebody. That nigga wanted a cheeseburger. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew says, old man, old lady. Nephew says, old man, old lady. Hey, what'd you say, bro? Old lady. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Rock the boat. On some real shit. Which is us as people, we be straight out of comic book, folks. I ain't bullshitting with you. We be straight out of a comic book. But we good for telling you what we is. We could tell you that we good people. You know what I'm talking about? Because we done judge ourselves. You don't get a chance to see if we as good as people as we proclaim it. No, you can just come on and tell, man, I'm good people. It's so straight out of comic book, blood. I ain't bullshitting with you, man. It's so straight out of a comic book, blood. It should be crazy, though. I ain't bullshitting with you. It do. Sheer shame. But yeah, they got y'all with this everybody want to be married and not even married, bro. Like everybody just wants something. Like they got people sitting around here. It's like you making a fucking wish list. Now you think of everything you want in life, and that's what you want. Like this is how they got y'all walking around here in life. Like, you know what? I want a nigga that's going, you got all this laundry list, or I want a bitch, you got all this motherfucking laundry list of shit, some wish list, bruh. And you ain't never thought, like, it's gonna take anything from you, like, you get to pick all this shit. Now just think the motherfucker you pick, you don't even know what they want, you know what I'm talking about? You just get to pick the motherfucker you want, you know what I'm talking about, and here's you. You niggas so straight out comic book, man. I ain't bullshit with you. Oh man, what game y'all play, man? That's a slick game right there, blood. I ain't bullshitting with you. So you mean to tell me you get to sit right there, think of everything in your wildest dreams you want, you know what I'm talking about? You get all that shit, and here you is. You know what I'm talking about? That's what they get. Man, please. If you just thought about that shit to yourself, man, you'll have to keep it real with yourself, bro. All that shit you want compared to all that shit you got to offer. You'll laugh at yourself. Say, man, I be playing sometime, don't I? You know what I'm talking about? Like you expect to get all that shit just being you. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all crazy as a motherfucker, bro. That's why like when you make them lists up, that shit should be that shit should be predicated on your hustle, bruh. On your drive and shit. That's the shit you should be wanting for yourself. You shouldn't just be walking around looking for all that shit, bruh. You ain't gonna never find that shit. Because if you looking for some shit like that, bruh, you ain't right yourself. You just want some shit. And we don't get that. Whatever you tripping on, you gonna find a reason to trip on it. Like just anything, man. I don't think we get that. Because that shit be in our own head. That's the shit we ain't conquered. The shit we worried about, that's the shit we manifest. Even when it ain't there. That's why y'all all that cheating shit. That's why that shit means so much. You know what I'm talking about? It do. And on some real shit. If you just stop thinking about that, like a motherfucker cheating on you or something, you might be able to be a motherfucker don't even want to cheat on. Don't say I ain't never told you nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all be focusing on the wrong shit. That's what you gonna manifest. I ain't bullshitting with you. If you always worried about a motherfucker cheating or something, this is what I mean by that. This is what you gonna manifest. Because even if a motherfucker not, you gonna see something. Because that's what you thinking in your head. That's just like, I don't know, it could be anything, bro. You don't like motherfuckers putting cups on the table. Guess what you always watching out for? So somehow you gonna create, because you gonna create a spot. You know what I'm talking about? No, somebody didn't use this coaster. I done seen motherfuckers like using that same scenario. I done seen motherfuckers go far as put the cup on the table themselves. Then come down there and find the cup and act like it was somebody else. I done seen motherfuckers go to them extreme measures. I done seen people do shit like that, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you. You'll just create a problem because you used to them. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of people, man, you don't know what peace is. You don't. You don't know what peace is. That's why a lot of people don't like to be alone. Because when you're alone, you just with yourself. A lot of people don't like to be. They need other people. So they could, I don't know, so you could feel whole. That's a bad thing, bruh. I know they call that codependency, but listen, folks. Once again, I'm not making fun of mental health or anything like that. But a lot of y'all don't have real mental health. Y'all just be thinking about the wrong shit. You stress yourself out to the point that you feel like you got mental health. You get what I'm saying? You control what you think about, folks. Sheer shame. And that's where the fuckery comes in at in this day and age. It's just like I said, now motherfuckers don't even sit around and come up with a motherfucking plan to get on their best foot. A motherfucker sitting around here coming up with a plan to take you off yours. My plan ain't to get further, it's to sink your ship. Niggas sit around come up with plans, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? All they, man, that shit crazy, folks. All that spiteful. I'm telling you, bro, they gave you niggas the ways of the Saguni. Y'all got all them motherfuckers around. That should have been the hardest one. It was the easiest one. And you'll sit up here and smack your lips, talk about murders, create conflict, find somebody to fuss with. Just all kind of shit, bruh. And the coldest thing about it, your favorite person does that shit. I ain't talking about no motherfucking because the one thing everybody's always talking about that's always been up for debate, bruh, is politics and sports. I ain't talking about who you like to vote for and all. You know what I'm talking about? I guess them is interesting debates if you into that thing. I'm talking about people's lives, bruh. I'm talking about real shit that's happening. Like people getting killed and a motherfucker come up here to this internet and instigate real life murders. Like we playing a video game. Like we playing Grand Theft Auto. You know what I'm talking about? We'll sit up here and report on the streets and shit and keep you updated on some shit we don't know nothing about. Some shit we just seeing on the news and hearing speculation about. We'll come up here and instigate that shit and keep talking on it. Man, this stuff crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I shout out all them people, but man, you don't shout out them people, bruh. You just trying to get some views, bruh. Like I said, if you was really cared about that shit, you wouldn't be broadcasting it. You know what I'm talking about? We living in a day, bruh. Nigga would do anything for a view. For a fucking view. You'll jump out your character. You'll put other niggas' names in your mouths. Nigga, something straight out of comic book. And them ways ain't gonna get you nowhere. You know what them ways gonna do? It's gonna have you, this is where they always get us at. I ain't bullshitting with you. The ways you develop, you gonna pass that shit down to like your kids or the youngsters around you, and they gonna grow up with all that sass and all that shit at the point where it's gonna get on your nerves. So you having fun doing that shit right now. But when you get hella old, you might simmer on down. Then you gonna see this little sassy ass youth you done created. You know what I'm talking about? All that back talk, all that gossiping, all in your business, all that stealing, all that destruction, deceit, the 5-finger discount. God damn. I cracked myself up, man. Mama said breast and whiskers. This is gonna be a long video right there. Man, I gotta go fuck with this damn thing. You know what I'm talking about? I had a fucked up, I ain't gonna say a fucked up day yesterday, but, yeah, some other shit went on yesterday, bro. I'll never do that again. They'll never be able to give me that, that shift right there again. Nah, I ain't doing that one. It's just like that. You better use your common sense. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Fuck other people protocol. You better use your you better use your common sense, bruh. When it's time for you to go on about your business, you know what I'm talking about? You better use your common sense, bruh. You feel me? Cause them people don't give a fuck about you, bruh. And people ain't finna give you no extra money and nothing else, bruh. So when it come down to it, man, you better use your common sense, bruh. You better use your own protocol. You know what I'm talking about? To get where you need to go. You know what I'm talking about? And that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, man, Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. Nephew says, old man, old lady. Nephew says, old man, old lady. He was say, bro, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? A long one on you. It's just a sheer shame, bro. But just as a nigga, bro, like, you you gotta understand that what running your mouth is. You do. And if you don't, you just was one of them niggas that always ran your mouth. Y'all sit up here always dissecting people business, talking about it. And this is the cold part right there. Because I'm sure on this Sunday it said that in the Bible. Man, you gonna talk that shit up on yourself. That's why it's not good to do that shit, bro. I'm telling you, folks. All that I would have did this, man. The universe has a way of making sure you to see what you really gonna do. I ain't bullshitting with you. You might want to stop talking about what you would have did and you wish that was you. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man. And I'm finna get up out of here. But it's real easy just to come up here and dissect somebody else's business, watch what went on, see the conclusion, then say what you would have did different. But in real life, you don't get to see the conclusion. You know what I'm talking about? You just get to be in the situation until the conclusion. You get what I'm saying? You don't get to sit back, watch what happens, see what happens, and then you could prepare for it. You know what I'm talking about? In real life, that should be on the fly. And I done seen in my lifetime, all them people that were talking about what they would have did. Now, a lot of times I done seen them people do nothing. I'm telling you, I done seen motherfuckers freeze up with the Heisman, nigga. I ain't bullshitting with you. I seen niggas still. That nigga did the Heisman, blood. That nigga still, blood. You know what I'm talking about? Didn't even have nothing to do with nothing, but I'm telling you, bruh. All that, man, please, bruh. It ain't no telling. You ain't gonna know until you know, folks. I ain't bullshitting with you. But that's the easiest shit to do. Is sit there and Monday morning quarterback some shit. You know what I'm talking about? Once again, I ain't talking about politics or sports. The shit that you supposed to have the healthy debates about. I'm talking about how we taking these people and we turn these people into baseball cards. You know what I'm talking about? What they hold all their life on there. You know what I'm talking about? Then we get to come up here and decide and come to the final decision what somebody else should have did and what they better do. Man, y'all something straight out of comic book, folks. What gives you the right to tell somebody else what the fuck they should have did? And that's why I'm not trying to tell you what to do. You know what I'm talking about? So come here, let me tell you something, nigga. Worldwide. I'm not trying to start no gang. You know what I'm talking about? I came in here with my gang, bruh. 7400 one way. MacArthur Bandits. You know what I'm talking about? I was already part of the gang. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not trying to start no cult following and y'all follow me and worldwide y'all go over there and get they man, I ain't trying to nigga everybody just fuck with everybody, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? I just came through the spread of love. I don't want nobody to follow me. Y'all listen to me and I got directions for y'all to go over here and attack these people and don't like the man, that shit boosie, folks. Why would you take some shit where you could go around the world on this motherfucker? Then this is what we do as people. We come up here and try to dictate where somebody else could go. Who they better not fuck with. I told you, that's why this motherfucker's so messy, because you brought your messy ass to it. That's the way y'all be acting in real life. That's them ways. That's why you had to come to the computer, because don't nobody fuck with you in real life. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all sheer shame. Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. Y'all into that shit now, just like hoes. I want to be friends for a few days, then we gonna start talking about each other. Girl, and I bet you done, nigga, something straight out of comic book, bruh. All that hoe shit. I ain't bullshitting with you. Yeah, I ain't trying to be the leader in the motherfucking social media gang and all that old shit. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide, come on, y'all. I want y'all to go all that old bullshit. I don't want to lead y'all nowhere, bro. Don't listen to me. Go find out yourself. I ain't got nothing. I'm just gonna tell you to be responsible for the consequences, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever you do, nigga, understand the consequences about that shit. If you could accept them, rock with it, bro. If you can't, leave that shit alone. You know what I'm talking about? That's just life. Yeah, I ain't got no, I ain't got nothing to sell you. I ain't got no special information worth $3.99. I ain't, nah, bro. I'm just one of the people. You know what I'm talking about? Because I believe we all start off as the people, but sometimes we lose our way as the people. But what do I know? Only you can prevent forest fires. And with that, I'm right there. If you don't remember nothing else, man, always remember. It don't cost nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Just to show a little bit of that love.